Borg vs McEnroe How Bj&ouml Björn Borg's tennis star son Leo played his hot-headed father. The actor playing the young, short-haired tennis sensation Björn Borg in the movie Borg vs McEnroedefinitely has a passing resemblance to the real star. That's because young Björn is played on-screen by his real-life son and Swedish tennis star, Leo Borg, in the movie opening in select markets this weekend. The fantastic casting was a total fluke of good luck for director Jonas Metz, who put out a non-specific casting notice in Sweden looking for young tennis players for a movie. Leo, now 14, Björn's child with third wife Patricia Ostfeld, applied on his own. We didn't say what the movie was. And then we got a letter from Björn Borg's own son, which his mother helped him craft, saying he would really like to audition for the film and that his name was Leo Borg, says Metz. And in parenthesis at the end he said he was Björn Borg's son. Having the top young Swedish tennis player playing his father on screen had many advantages. More, Oof's John McEnroe tantrums aren't the only outbursts in Borg vs McEnroe. Also, Martina Navratilova, John McEnroe was paid more in Wimbledon broadcast role. He is his father, says Metz. And we ended up with the best young tennis player in Sweden. Shooting the tennis was much easier. But there was a concern. Borg vs McEnroe is an unflinching look at the pressures and rage in tennis centered around the epic pressure of the Wimbledon men's final in 1980. Rage outbursts are not surprising in Oof's portrayal of famously hot-headed John McEnroe. It's more of a surprise that Björn, known by the nickname of Ice Borg for his calm demeanor, was also a tennis racket-throwing, umpire-abusing young player before he managed to bottle up his emotions on the court. Metz was concerned that by hiring Leo, Björn would attempt to influence the production and push for a more flattering portrayal. I was very anxious and hesitant about casting Leo for the part. I didn't want Björn to have any veto. He's known to be quite a difficult figure in Sweden when it comes to the story about who he is, says Metz. This is quite a dark film. It's not celebrational to Björn and his career. It's really a film about anxiety, loneliness and about longing. But after long talks with the family, Björn insisted he would not get involved. He also talked at length about his life, his childhood and his rivalry-turned-deep friendship with McEnroe. Leo also has his own issues which he worked into the role. He was such a talent and he's grown up with all this pressure of being Björn Borg's son, says Metz. So he's perfectly capable of relating to all the pressure that was on Björn's shoulders back then. Both Borg and McEnroe saw the final film. Borg appreciated it, while McEnroe is not very excited about it, says Metz. It's what you'd expect. He's very protective and specific about what he sees as his own story, the director says. What can I say? That's the outcome. I think we made it quite real.